So I'm going to tell you the wee Irish shrimp fly pattern. Now, this is one of my own. It's called the Irish shrimp. I don't think I've ever tied it for the channel, so I'm going to tie this here. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to have a wee bit of fun tonight. I'm going to finish tying these. I've tied 3 shrimp patterns. I like to put a wee riddle up on Facebook, and then I just give the flies away. So that one there, bring it forward to the camera a wee bit better, that's the Bond Special, a wee bit of flesh in the tail. And then that one there's the Apache. So I'm going to tie you this one. Now the hook and the vise, and I'm just doing this for a bit. Like I say, this is a size 6, tying on a size 6 Patriot double in black nickel. We're going to use a white tang thread because you want to try and keep both the rear and the front body as bright as you possibly can. Now just come in a couple of mil behind your eye, your hook. Just get the thread started, sort of be halfway down the shank. Remove the waist tag, your tag at the back. This is an oval gold tinsel in size 14. Now I'm just going to work my thread down until I'm sort of way in line with the points of the hooks, and then I'm going to come around with 5 turns because it is a big hook, size 6, and then a couple of nice tight turns to catch that in. Then we'll come in and trim away the waist. Now I'm going to put a bit of flesh in the tail, and you're looking 2 strands of UV crystal flesh. Just a couple of strands over the back, on top, a couple of turns. Bring the waist ends over, work your thread down to the tag. Just leave it all in. Then, like with every Irish shrimp pattern, you're looking at golden pheasant, red breast feather. Now you want one that's going to be like a good tail, good length and a half there of the hook over the back. Each their own. Not everybody likes long tails in their shrimp patterns. After this, up to the hook, take 2 or 3 turns, come in, fold back the tip. This secures the hackle in for you. Keeping a hold of the tip, don't let it go, just makes it easier then to trim it away. Then just stroke your fibres of your golden pheasant back. Right, see if they get tangled. Don't get too hung up. Just get the turns that you want onto the hook. You can always brush this back. Right, I've used up the full feather there, so bring my thread back into position. Follow this around with a turn. You want to try and keep the body as level as you possibly can. So just work your thread forward with the stem. See it there caught in underneath. It's going to make for a very secure tail on the fly. Now before you come back down, you've got a toothbrush or something like that, just to keep your fingers away from the points of the hooks. If not, you can always take the hook out of the vise. On the way back down, I'm going to catch in a oval gold tinsel again for the rib. Now as you get closer to the tail, just come in at this point, just bring everything back. Just fold it all back and work your thread down tight up against the tail, not onto it. Try not to bring your thread up onto the tail, just tight up on against it. You'll just create a lump, and then when you're winding your floss, it'll not sit right. The floss for both the rear and the front body, you know, uni floss and Chinese red. when I originally tied this fly, I called it the cloddy shrimp for a wee river, wee tributary of the Bon that I fish later on in the year. But then I give it to, at the time, my father-in-law, who was still doing a bit of fishing. He's just not now, his health has let him down. I think he had 3 or 4 fish on it that day. So then he renamed it, as you do, Eddie Shrimp. So that's the story behind it. Now you're looking 3 turns of the oval gold. Just catch it in a couple of turns. Don't need to go crazy with thread turns, guys, even when you're catching an oval gold tinsel, because it's that rough of a texture. It'll all, you know, it'll catch, the thread will bite into it, if you like. Now, mid hackle, you're looking at a Sunburst. This is a Sunburst cock hackle. Right. Just check the length. Offer this up. Same again, but done with the tail. Take 2 turns, fold the tip back. This just means it has to break off now. The hackle, it can't pull out. Just come in with my scissors, give it a wee run up the stem, and then the turns of the mid hackle. Yet again, your own preference. Two turns is going to be plenty for me on this size of hook. Usually the rule of thumb is probably about 3, but given the size of the hook and the density of the feather that I'm using, that's plenty. Now, just a couple of turns to catch that in, and then come in and strip away the fibres off the stem. Same again, try and keep this in underneath, because this is just going to make a stronger fly for you, rather than just cutting it off. Plus it's saving you lifting the scissors up to there, and you can break it away. Now we're not looking too bad. Just come in with a brush, brush everything out. We're looking grand. Where am I? Back to the oval gold tinsel for the front body. Catching in underneath, bringing in underneath the shank of the hook. Work your thread down. Same like the tail. Don't work your thread up on to the hackle. Well, that's what I do, because if you work it on, you're just creating a lump. Then we'll go back to our uni floss and Chinese red. Put that into length. And just work your thread forward. And then we'll come up with our floss. Right, just have a wee check, just make sure you're on the money with your first turn. And then just work your floss up to meet the thread. A couple of turns will hold that for you. From away the waist. Up with your oval gold tinsel again. Get 3 turns in. Lay that around with your thread. A couple of turns will hold that. Come in, trim away the waist. Then your front hackle. You're just looking at a red badger cock hackle. Just fold it back to reveal the tip. Offer this up there, much like we did with the tail and the mid hackle. A couple of turns, fold the tip of your hackle back, work your thread back up, come in, break away the tip. just fold your hackles back. Turns a hackle here. Puts like in the middle. It's all up to you. I'm probably just going to take one more turn. So that's 3. Around with your thread. Nice and tight with the thread turns here to catch in your hackle. Then you can come in and strip away all the waste. Take another turn to secure. Fold the stem back. Just tighten up onto the stem. Nice and tight. Come in, you can break away the stem. Now, we're looking the business. Then just to finish off the jungle cock cape, we're looking 2 nice eyes. So you will see there's 2 there. So let's get your jungle cock. Just slide back the rubbish at the bottom. Offer these up to the hook. Wherever you want them, you can have them on top, you can have them on the sides, it's up to you. Couple of nice tight turns to catch those in. Now we're going to have to come off again because that eye has split on me, see it? Now don't throw that out if your eye splits. They'll do a couple of lock flies in ones. Go back in, get another 2. That's your 2 eyes there. Just take back the fluff again. Offer them up to the hook. Just use the eye of the hook as a divider if you're going to put them on 2 at a time. Get them to sit for you. These are just loose turns, just to see what way we're sitting. Yeah, this one here just needs to come in a touch. Just have a wee check. See what way we're sitting. Still not happy with that, so just going to bring it in another wee bit. Don't be tying your jungle cock in, guys, if you're not happy. Couple of turns, fold the stems of the jungle cock back. Work your thread up. Break away the tips of the stems of the jungle cock. Come in and throw in a whip finish. Now we're going to brighten the head up. Using a Glow Bright floss number 4. So just come in with your floss. Just work it up over the head, the fly, trim away the floss, and just come straight in with your whip finishing tool. Just put a bit of a shape into the head here. Bring your floss nice and tight, and trim away your tan floss. And there you go, guys, that's the... Oh, that didn't break off crack there for me, so just come in and chip it away. That's the Addy shrimp. So it is. So that's the wee flyover. Now, I can tell you I wouldn't be showing you if it didn't work. I tie a few of these up. Now me personally, I would never fish a fly on a size 6 hook, but each to their own. Use your own fly tire, so, and everybody has their own way of fishing for salmon, but I can tell you this, that wee fly definitely works without a shadow of a doubt. So tie a couple up. let me know how you get on if you're tanning the flies. Now, if you don't have Sunburst, it's a metal hackle, a hot orange hackle will do. I've tied them like that before. But there you go, guys. That's the Yeti shrimp. Hopefully you've got something from that. And until the next time, enjoy your tan, enjoy your fishing, and all being well, I'll catch us on the next one. Bye, guys.